Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
All right, please note that the language and ideas presented on the show might not be suitable for everyone. If you're under 18, make sure your mom isn't around. If you're over 80, why is your mom around?
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
Very few times in your life you meet a girl called Suresh. Of course, her first name is Sumukhi. She's an actress and an artist. And more importantly, she's an improv comedian par excellence. Sumukhi Suresh on Cyrus Says.
Why follow your auntie's advice when you can follow Cyrus Says on Facebook and Twitter to stay updated about the latest shows?
All right, here on Cyrus Says, we've reached a very important time in our lives, and that is to think about the national anthem being forced upon people. What is the correlation between standing up for the national anthem and being a patriot? I think being a patriot means looking after poor people, helping other people who are less fortunate than yourself, being nice and kind to other people, not exploiting people, helping the country, infrastructure, making it grow together, having harmony, not disharmony, creating love and not hate. That's patriotism. What is this nonsense that we do? Stand up every time. And by the way, when you go to a movie, you go to relax, right? Let's look at the other places you go to relax. When you go shopping, you're relaxing. When you go eating, you're relaxing. So here's my point. When we enter a restaurant, should we also stand up to the national anthem? As you enter, they should make you stand up. National anthem should play for each and every guest. I think that should be a rule also. Also, when you go shopping, why stop? Shopping also should include the national anthem. Maybe when you pay the bill, just to change the thing a little bit. After paying the bill, as you exit, you stand to the national anthem for a minute and a half. So I think if they're going to do this national anthem thing and force it down your throats, it should be everywhere. From the time you get up till the time you sleep, the anthem should be played. It's called Cyrus Says.
And that's what Cyrus says.
All right, sometimes in your life, you meet women who inspire you. I believe women are in two categories as far as I'm concerned. Women who inspire you and make you perspire you. Make you perspire you is English, by the way. I've said it myself.
Cyrus, I do both of it.
Huh?
Okay, I'd like to...
You make you perspire you?
And inspire.
No, listen, perspires are actually the positive quality. I say perspire because, you get really like... Yeah, so go for perspire. Because perspire means you desire the woman.
Okay, so then perspire, then we go inspire also.
Why are you saying no? Take both.
Yeah, I'm both.
But Sumukhi, you're talking non-stop. Can I at least introduce people?
Fine, Cyrus.
This attitude problem you've got. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting on Cyrus Says, the wonderful talent of Sumukhi Suresh. By the way... Sorry to interrupt the flamboyant display of love for yourself. But let me just tell you that the name of the character I played in my first and almost last Bollywood film was Suresh.
What?
So I'm your surname.
Thank you.
In a sense, I'm your ancestor.
That's not...
And I've just got research on you, and it begins with one sentence. And one sentence that defines the problems with India. And the sentence is, I'm a Tamilian.
Yeah.
That's
the person...
Who the hell writes I'm a Tamilian?
I'll tell you what. It was not...
What is this? Are you going to join the RSS? Or you here for... who starts with that?
It was not your team. It was my team. They're like, can you talk about yourself? I said, okay, I was raised in Nagpur.
God! I'm a Tamilian. Next sentence, I was raised in Nagpur.
Yeah. And then
what the hell?
She said, but what is your heritage? I said, what do you mean, what is my heritage?
Well, what is this? Why are they asking you all this? Are you going to be a spy for India? What is the point of this kind of... What is wrong with our country? No, don't answer that. We don't have time to answer that. But this has to end. Even in schools, I know you don't have kids yet, but in school they ask you what caste, what community, what religion do you prefer. I once said prefer, not follow. Prefer ka matlab kya hai?
I agree with you.
I could start a riot just now.
I'm not able to put myself, like if someone asks me where are you from, I'm like, I don't know.
I have a simple one-word answer. Where are you from? There. That's all I say. I think you should do the same. Who answers these questions? But Sumukhi Suresh, this is your show, and we have to talk about your talent as a wonderful young comedian who's hitting the big notes now.
Cyrus, are you being sarcastic?
No, of course not. How much are you making? Decent? Aa gaya paisa?
Thoda bahut. Like I can afford a one room in Bombay.
One full room? Bathroom outside?
No, like one
bathroom in Nagpur? Where you're from?
With Tamilian properties.
So Tamilian from Nagpur means you speak Hindi very well.
Yeah,
obviously.
Actually, I'm a very fake Tamilian. My Tamil is like...
It's a slower... But now you said your Tamil correctly.
No, that's because my mother...
One word came out, Tamil.
Because once I said Tamil and my mother almost... She'd hate me, of course, because that's our parents...
you know how Mumbaikars say Tamil... And they think they're saying it correctly.
Do they even say Tamil?
Those who are exposed try to put the tongue on top of the roof and say the letter properly.
Because I thought it's like a lot of people like, so you're from Madras. But, I don't blame them. I'll tell you why. No, because...
This is like a tennis match.
Yeah,
both of us want to talk at the same time.
Madras is a region, Cyrus. Like, you
Madras
can't blame
presidency.
Them.
I know my history, baby. Don't you worry. No,
That is-
but also listen, the British were more comfortable with the word Madras in Chennai and they decided to use it. Okay, so they prospered this name and the other name got dubbed out
Yeah,
slightly.
that's really
But
bad.
Bombay and Mumbai is a different story altogether. No one can prove that Mumbai is the real name.
What?
The first people to come to this part of the world were the Pathare Prabhus and the Kolis. Okay. The Prabhus, of course, are my friend Kunal Vijaykar's tribe of 5,000 men who claim descent from William the Conqueror of Normandy. Now, this is not a joke, even though the whole show is. And let me tell you, the Kolis themselves get nothing out of this. So where does the Mumbai come from?
Yeah, then
they
why is
decide
it
Mumbai
Bombay?
Devi, the Mumbai Devi, this thing, idol, this, it's all.
But I went to the
Number 3 are
temple.
Parsis. Shouldn't they get a tilt at the name?
Because I went to
Why can't
Mumbai
Mumbai's
temple.
name be Merwanji's, for example? No, that's the Parsi suggestion. Nobody's taking it seriously. Let's talk about you. That's why you're here. So, no, I find it fascinating because in India, we don't care enough. It's the most divided country in the world in terms of caste, this, that, everything, all the prejudices. But we never care enough to find out about other people.
That's true.
How to say their name, where they really come from, what their antecedents are. We never, in a nice, creative, happy
not
way, we never find out.
interested, yeah.
It's always in a way, oh God, South Indian,
Exactly.
North Indian,
Oh.
Bengali,
But
Parsi.
then right
It's all
after
wrong.
that, we'll be like, but we're nice people.
Yeah,
Like,
but we're
this
nice people.
generation is good.
Yeah, we are not
It
like
doesn't-
them.
Which is not right.
Of course, this generation is you. I'm that generation, so don't be rude.
I don't think so, Cyrus.
What do you know?
think
Trying to
so,
chapcha me?
No, Cyrus.
We'll
I
edit
would
it and make
never.
you sound so bad, you know.
Would you like some tea, coffee?
Yes, please.
Should I go
Male
make
dominated
it?
society. Go and make it. Back in the kitchen. No podcast for you. Where were we? Yeah. So let me just read that. Tamilian, raised in Nagpur. And then you've written, I did 1 year of home science in Nagpur because my mom said that's food science. What does that mean?
Because my mother is extremely smart. I said I wanted to do a degree in food. She said do home science. Home science and food science are the same thing. Home science and food science are not the same thing. Home
Really?
science you sit and do knitting.
Oh,
and like
right.
home development. Then you have to run a house for like a month.
So how to be a meme saab if you have no work in life and
Yeah.
your mind is mindless and you have no aim or achievements to talk of. If your life is of no consequence, home
Almost
science
that.
is for you.
Correct.
Right? Correct.
Yeah, and because my mom's plan was by 21, whatever you do,
This is
get
promoting sexism. Home science should have a thing saying home science promoting sexism,
and
one
home-
woman at a time.
No, home science will never openly declare a men can also join. That's never.
They call it homo science. Everybody will be there. Naveen, sorry, bro. One blow for the brothers. But no, coming back to your entire beginning, you keep mentioning your mother. She played a very important role.
Yeah. My mom's very quirky.
Is she also
so
funny?
She's
People ask me
quirky.
this all the time. Sorry, I interrupted you. Who's funny in your house? Nobody is. But in your case, nobody is. My father doesn't talk to my mother. My mother is just doing her hair all the time for the last 5 years, what I've noticed. And nobody's funny. So what about your
My
house?
father's very funny, but my mom's very quirky.
So funny in a funny way.
Funny, proper, legit funny.
And she's quirky, eccentric.
She's little like so. She's a chartered accountant by profession, but then now she's decided in
What a time to be a CA with demonetization
She
happening.
was smart. In 2006, she shifted to being a spiritual. She's a priestess now. So right now she runs a temple. So what a
Now I'm
time.
getting scared. After all the comments we made, I thought you were a liberal, normal person like
I
me.
am.
And now your mother has started some Swami movement on the side in Nagpur. And I'm a little worried.
Yeah, because she's praying Pratangara Devi, which is like a half Kali Mata, half tiger or something. I don't know.
Are you being funny or are you
I'm
being
not
serious?
being funny,
No,
guys.
I'm
There's
getting
a
worried.
full-fledged
We're on the-
temple in Nagpur. Don't call her. You will have to donate money. But she's very smart at getting money out of you. So good luck. She runs a full because she's like, no, I want to get into
I will have to
spirituality. She
owe her
got
because
it.
I don't carry any money. For me, money is like weapons.
Oh, yeah,
You
I
carry
heard.
weapons, you use them. You carry money, you use it. So I don't carry it.
Yeah,
Also condoms. But that's another story for another day. You're too young. So
But I'm not too young,
But
Cyrus.
maybe my story will inspire your story. So I better not tell you.
Perspire my story.
Actually, listen now. We have to talk about you now.
No,
Now, you talk about all these things, but that one famous chunk that's on the internet with everyone, in fact, all the guys in the studio are talking about, is when you play this maid.
Yeah.
I'm cross-cutting left, right and center, so it doesn't become a linear story of your growth, which is my normal philosophy. But so this has become very big. So this has come back from your Nagpur experiences? This character that you play, this...
Maid is my Bangalore. I stayed in
Bangalore,
Bangalore for 8 years.
Right.
And I have a maid in Bangalore who's crazy. Like she comes in and she's
is
not
maid
like,
the right word? I feel it's a little, disrespectful. Shouldn't we just say helper?
Helper, yeah, okay. To be honest, for me, I can call her
Nokrani to I
control.
hate. Nokar and Nokrani, I think they're
yeah.
disgusting words.
Yeah, because a lot of people when we made
It's
this
the
sketch
N word
also,
for India. Don't use it.
I didn't know this because a lot of people when we made this sketch, they were like, "Oh, maid is not a good word." I'm like, really? I mean, it didn't strike me, but she's whatever on a different note.
Because
So,
with the internet and the way television and radio has expanded and podcasts, the thing is that everybody's everywhere. So now we've got to be a little more egalitarian, I think, in our setup. We can't just think of our world and other people's world and all.
Yeah, no?
So to be serious for a second, okay, it's over.
okay, Chuck, maid.
Maid.
We should call her Wahida. So Wahida is my
Stop
helper
it.
in
She
Bangalore.
was my favorite actress.
No. So Vahida has.
Vahida, is she A.R. Rahman's mom? No, that's
No.
another
So
one.
Vahida is this
All confusing,
is
all
the
confusing.
helper that I had in Bangalore, and she's just like that. She's a little nosy.
She's the character you're playing.
Yeah. So when I was noticing, and she's
And the
so
accent and all?
same accent. She has the same accent, and then
And you made so much money and got so much fame. And what has
Because
she
of
got?
Vahida.
And what has Vahida got? Nothing.
I got fired, Vahida.
Ek aur kamra saaf karo. You got fired.
but
by-
also I have great maid tendencies.
What does that mean?
I do. So I've been cooking.
Again, we say we won't use the word maid.
Oh, so I have great helper tendencies.
Much better.
Okay. I think pretty much second standard I started cooking. Because
Now, why do you say
I'll tell
this?
you, wait.
These are like sexist comments. I'm
no,
trying
they're
to
not
find all
sexist
this.
comments. Okay, when you tell me to go to the
Okay.
kitchen, I'll be like, thank you,
Okay,
because
go on,
that's
go
my
on.
safe place.
Go on.
But
Second standard, you started cooking.
I started cooking, and then I pretty much started taking care of the house because my mom was working and money wasn't the best at home. So someone had to like take charge at home. So my brothers used to help my mom out.
So mother was a chartered accountant, but money is not the best at home.
We had no money. We were the
What
most
kind of chartered accountant
horrible.
has no money?
I know, because
What will the clients do? If खुद पैसा नहीं है, तो what me? What kind of chartered accountant? You go to a chartered accountant who doesn't have any money. Doesn't make any sense.
it was the
That's going to a bald barber or blind librarian. You can't trust these people.
So you should be glad my mom's a priestess now.
And thank God she's not
but
a
here
barber.
also we're not getting money, by the way. Puja.
You just said she takes money out of everybody.
Yeah, but then for the temple, we don't get anything.
No
We
commission?
No commission.
What kind of spirituality
and
is this?
And that hundi, whatever. Yeah, I know. That hundi, bundi, whatever, where you put coins, no one puts.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that whole coin culture. Do they still look demonetization, man? Move up. This was a medieval practice. You're looking at 14th century India or something, where this whole hundi collection happened. Also in the West, I think in the church they have that coffer.
Correct.
It's a cloth bag, right? Why don't these religions move up with the times? And why can't they? You come in, you have your phone, you go to Paytm, tuck, 1 lakh for the
There
church
is-
or for the
the-
mandir.
please,
I think
there-
that's the way to go.
But most of them still do coin culture. No, like collect
Oh,
coins.
that's what's too old.
No, I don't think it's about old. It's
They
just
like the
that,
sound, ting, ting.
Yeah, and they're like, it's a 1% of my income. There suddenly math comes up.
But suddenly there's one joker who count it. Remember that? Raju! Aja idhar! After the whole month, he used to sit and count every single coin and makes a mistake, start all over
She
again.
gets in middle of the week. She
Oh,
gets
that's
like a
why your
bunch.
mom's in. That's her job. She's a CA. She's going to count coins. Better start early, ma'am. What's your mom's name?
Sharda Suresh.
Sharda, how are you doing? I'm just saying nice things. I don't want to upset her. Very talented daughter.
So my helper video was from the fact.
What is the lady? Wahida, right?
Wahida.
Okay, you better thank her.
I did, but
Has she ever seen it?
No.
Come on.
No, Wahida's damn funny. So she has this.
Do you speak Kannada at all?
I do speak Kannada.
So can you do a one just in Kannada for her?
So she speaks in Hindi though.
Oh, she speaks in
Haan,
but
so
in
she-
affected Hindi.
Huh? Yeah,
So
no,
what
so,
you do?
For example, like when she comes in and if I haven't been at home, it's like, Didi, क्या हुआ दीदी? आप आए नहीं क्या कल दीदी? आपके घर पे कुछ हो गया क्या दीदी? मैं बहुत वेट की दीदी आपके लिए. आप आए नहीं दीदी? She'll go on a rampage like a monologue.
And people can't see the things you're doing with your hands right now, but does she do that?
She does. She's
She looks like
very.
an Ekta Kapoor discovery, you know, over dramatic gestures while talking.
And she'll do pocha, no, Cyrus pocha. And if
huh.
I'm talking to a new person in my house, okay, she'll be doing pocha of the house, then suddenly she come and stand in front of us until we acknowledge her. So we have to look
What
at her
does
and
that
then, yeah. So both of if Cyrus and I are talking and the maid walks in, helper walks in on the left side and she's standing, you have to acknowledge her, then she'll move on with her work.
But no, matlab, hello.
No, you have to look at her and like look at her and then she'll be like,
Show respect.
no, after that she'll be like, and then she'll walk off.
I don't get it.
I don't
She
get
wants a
it.
romantic interlude for a minute. So what are we supposed to do? Just accept that she's there.
Just look at her, yeah. And then she'll be like, she'll give the sigh, and then she'll walk off.
Is she married?
Yeah.
Does she tell you about her problems?
No. So she tells me about दीदी क्या हुआ दीदी शादी नहीं हुई क्या दीदी शादी कर लो दीदी अकेले कब तक रहो दीदी.
So she's like, playing the stepmother for you.
I don't know what she's playing.
No, I heard these stories before. My wife, for example, lived in a hostel for a long time, away from the parents, boarding school culture, etc. So I know that for a lot of women, when they live in dorms or single or whatever, some of these, let's call them helpers. Assistants, tend to also become maternal.
Yeah. Oh,
And maternal and paternal. They advise you about career, about this. I think that's fascinating. You do all that on your thing also.
yeah, but and which is weird because she calls me Didi and I've told her like 1,000 times call me Sumukhi because
And Didi doesn't necessarily mean older.
it's just
You realize
it's like a
that.
tag. Didi.
I think maybe Banji would infer older, but Didi I think is just like every sister.
Till 30 or till
Yeah.
you're married, just Didi.
Like
and then
we won't get into who's the bigger one. What do you call her?
I call her Wahida Ji.
Oh wow, you've reversed the entire employee status on this one.
No, because I feel bad calling her Wahida, okay, first of all.
You call her Didi Ji and she goes Wahida Ji. Yeah, Wahida is a bit too formal.
Yeah, so I'm like Wahida Ji. And she gets very upset if you don't call her home. Like if I call someone else to clean up the house. Didi, aap kisi aur ko bulaye kya Didi? Maine kya
you can't
galti
cheat on her with another maid, whatever happens.
I said, but you were not around. She's like, main kya aa jati Didi sham
Don't you feel a little bad that you've got a little success? People know you. This character is very well entrenched and is going places. Don't you feel a little bad you've exploited her?
Yeah. I don't feel bad though, but I did exploit.
No, in a sense.
See, that's also because
I think of this when people may take music from, say, in South India, for example, a lot of the great names have taken music from folk musicians and have not given them their due. So there's just like a train going on there.
But if Wahida would have performed the maid sketch, I don't think it would have been funny.
No. Fair enough, Sumukhi. No one's taking away from your talent. I was just trying to bring you down.
Fine, Cyrus, fine.
Daughter of a CA. Born in Nagpur. Raised Tamilian. And then goes to Chennai, finally back home, or back home to her roots, in her ancestors' roots rather, to do graduation in food science. So food science followed you everywhere.
Yeah.
And what was your plan then, as a young girl?
I just wanted
Were
to
you funny as a young girl?
No. And school, no, I wasn't funny.
So if I talk to your friends, would they think of Sumukhi as the funny girl?
No,
what were you like?
I was the one who got bullied.
Why?
Because I was in one very Marwadi-centric school.
Start the fight.
Okay.
Start the fight. Go on.
No, I'm
These
serious.
are the ones who sponsor you later on your world tour. Start the fight. Don't call me for that. No, I can't help you.
I was in a very...
There are things you don't say, you internet mother... Don't you all know? We TV people never cross lines.
I don't know. I was in a school where lots of rich people were there. Okay.
Too late. They're never going to edit this.
To be fair...
Amit, my proprietor here on this show, wants only the most disgusting comments to be put on. Go on.
No, but to be fair... I don't think I was supposed to be there because we were too poor to be in the school.
This is Nagpur?
Yeah, we were supposed to be in some some Sai Krishna Vidyalaya.
How can you be poor if your mom is a CA and I'm presuming
we were really poor, Cyrus.
With Tamilian antecedents, I know that your father would have been well educated as well.
My father is very well educated. MA Literature, mashallah, he can speak everything you want, but then he lost his job.
MA Literature means you're wise, but I can't see you working anywhere.
Yeah, because he lost his job and after that for 7 years
he didn't get a job. He lost his job? He couldn't find it?
No, 95 he was working, then he got...
What line?
He was a sales and marketing guy. But that's when the MBA wave...
What does the MA in literature got to do with sales and marketing?
Yeah, I know. How silly.
He's going to quote Chekhov when he's selling you a pipe?
He should have been a history teacher, but then no one told him.
Okay.
But he would have been a great history teacher.
Just for a second, I know it must have been a slightly tragic time because I think 90s weren't a retrenching time. 2000 plus, yes.
Actually,
what happened?
At that time, it's just pretty much companies there in Nagpur started looking for MBAs and he didn't have an MBA.
But he was already there for many years, right?
Yeah, so they were like, sorry, I don't know. I mean, that's a mystery.
You take revenge on this. Instead of attacking Marwaris, find out what happened there and take your revenge there.
No, I don't.
That's your next act.
So when that happened,
Dad Ka Badla, DKB. I've got your movie ready.
For 7 years, no money. So then my mom joined.
7 years, no money?
Yeah, there was... Because we were
living... Your mom still was a CA?
Yeah, but my mom was in full-fledged CA. My mom did a...
What is that? She's CA?
Wait, no. My mom started CA only in 1994.
Okay, Sumukhi, now I'm going to pick holes in this story.
Okay, 97...
Do you really have parents? Do you know where Nagpur is?
No, so my mom finished her CA only much later. But during her articleship, etc., she was working. But her CA got... her CA, whatever...
Got delayed the final exam. But I want to ask, she wanted to practice, right? That's why she took it.
Yes and no. I mean,
nobody does a CA. It's a bloody mind-numbing exam.
That's
most people don't crack it the first time.
My father told her that, listen, I don't know how to study. Okay, I suck at it. You are obviously good at it. You study. That was the main intention for the start.
Is this typical of Tamilian households in Nagpur, this conversation?
Oh, that's my father.
Because I've never heard it before.
My father likes it. He meets someone and if you're good at studies, study.
That's called passing the responsibility or passing the buck.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm going to watch India West Indies.
Because he doesn't like studying. He said, you're great at
But he's an MA.
But he's MA Literature.
Hello. Literature
like not
literature.
The CA kind of study. Like he said, I can't have a professional degree.
So he's an artist. He's got artistic temperament.
Exactly.
And then you got your artistic temperament from him. But can you count numbers like your mother who's in a mandir with coins?
I'm horrible with numbers.
You need that. You need to bring Wahida back into your life. Is she still there?
No, but I'm not there anymore in Bangalore. So
you made yourself famous on Wahida's back. You've left her and you don't know what's happened to her.
Hey, I paid her monthly.
You paid her monthly 5 years ago. Wahida, if you're listening, we are sorry. We're truly sorry. If this woman becomes a millionaire and her act about you is what makes her famous, then we really are sorry and this country sucks. We'll take a break, then we'll come back. Lots to talk about in just such a short period of time as this whole comic boom is sort of happening. You're right on top of the crest here, crest of the wave, as they say. We'll come back. Sumukhi is full of herself, the arrogant woman.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ambika.
And I'm Hoshna.
Come journey with us around India as we chat about new and offbeat destinations, from secret islands to village stays, give you travel tips and advice, discuss all the yummy and weird food we've sampled, and induce some serious wanderlust.
So tune in to the Rediscovery Podcast.
New episodes out every Monday on the IVM Podcast app or any other podcasting app you like.
All right, back here on Cyrus Says, Sumukhi's gone nowhere. No, in life you've gone many places. On the show you've gone nowhere, as in you stayed here. Very interesting background that you've given us. All we've understood is that the mom is a CA. The dad sort of somewhere in the middle, some things beyond his control happened.
Yeah.
And work was not on the table, so you guys struggled a bit.
Yeah.
You moved to Bangalore, you studied food science in Chennai, you moved to Bangalore after that.
Correct.
Now let's get into the whole comedy thing. Sumukhi, you grew up, you never mentioned comedy. You said you were bullied in this school, I won't mention communities. And there was no sense of comedy.
There's no sense of comedy.
There must have been a thought like how to cope with these people. So were you trying to be funny then in your mind at least?
No, once in a while I used to, maybe the only thing I would have done is pass a comment on someone, but that also I don't think was with full confidence. That was very like
dur khade hoke, from the back.
That's
somewhere.
one of those things.
But did you feel that you wanted to, get back with satire or you're making fun? Like many people do.
I'll tell you where my inspiration per se was. Actually, not even inspiration.
And mention me.
Of course. Cyrus, first of all, I saw Bakra and then I was like, wow, I have to see this.
I was just kidding. You don't have to lie. Come on.
No, 2013.
Bakra is your father's generation. You don't
No, I love Bakra. Okay,
it's
guys.
It's why he quit his job.
I want to take this chunk of audios to say I love Bakra.
You use the F word?
Yeah, but like I swallowed it because he's right here.
Yeah, I mean, that's ridiculously bad.
Yeah, last time I did, he's like, did you just use the F word? I'm like, so sorry.
We're very conservative. I have no CA background. Just BA. Everybody in my family.
People don't tell my mom
back to you. So you, in school, there's no sign. Most of the comedians or most of the people we talk to, their idea of who they are is formed in their school and college. Whatever especially for artists. You had none of this.
None of this, no. I didn't have, honestly, in school, nothing in college.
But what did you do in school? Was there anything you were good at?
I was good at singing.
Oh, so there was some artistic side there.
Yeah, because in the household you have to learn Carnatic music. So I learned 10 years.
You mean Carnatic singing?
Yeah, so I learned like almost.
Then we have to stop and listen. Because Carnatic singing, as much as you love it, is also comedy for a few people here and there.
No, because my set on my mother, which I have written.
She gets offended?
No, she loves it because I do full like classical, like I do her character.
What is with this middle class Tamilian households? And
I'm not a middle class Tamilian household. I'm a poor Tamilian.
Okay, poor and onwards. All Tamilian households. Why do everybody, at least one person has to be a trained vocalist or percussionist or something?
And you cannot be a dancer, by the way.
No,
I really wanted to dance, and my father's like, no, that's not a good profession.
Veena, that kind of thing. Huh.
So it's the usual. I think first standard, my mom put me in singing class. We had so much debt, but that singing class ka fees went on time, by the way. I don't understand why.
Not to be communalist, so what they do is the Tamilians say that we will teach you all the instruments and vocals, dancing other states.
That's true though.
It's true?
That is true. That's not true.
So you learn Carnatic vocals proper?
Carnatic vocals, yeah.
You're a bit of a Kishori Amonkar.
Yeah.
So you won't sing for us?
I'll sing in a bit, but I want to tell my...
As you close, you sing.
I'll sing. Correct, done.
But you can actually hold a note, proper trained singing.
Yeah, but then, I mean, I'm not as good as my mother. My mother's an excellent singer.
But she's in Nagpur and we can't go and get this.
Yeah, and she also is like regular singer. So I got very upset with her when I was in 12th. I think when I said my mom told me no home science join, and it turned out it was not food science. I was like, in my life I'll never sing. I was like, I'll never sing. So I didn't sing for 6 years. Then I'm like, okay, I'll start singing now. My mother's just like, I told you so. This is stupid.
Okay, see, I interrupted your flow. You were telling us about your whole life experience.
Sorry.
So you sang in school, but that's just one side to you.
Correct.
And now as you leave school, you go to the food science thing in Chennai. Where does Sumukhi we know? Where does that start happening?
But food science in Chennai, my only agenda was I wanted to be popular.
Oh.
That's all. Because in school I was
so you carried lots of money? That's the best way.
No, because I joined every club in college. I was the college president, drama club, entrepreneurship cell.
Glee club, Carnatic vocalist club.
I did
That's
music club
funny.
also. I did every club. Like in that college, every club has had my.
But I think they should have really, like eclectic clubs, like leaf gathering club or something. People just come and pick up leaves.
I would have just picked up the leaf and
God, I wish I was in college. I could start these clubs. Really silly clubs. It should be like hair straightening club. Everybody comes and just straighten their hair.
That would be a very successful club. Yeah, a lot of people would like to come. So college is mainly that.
Oh, by the way, you moved from this one area in Nagpur where you had, say, one or two types of people, and now you go to a cosmopolitan setup, is it?
Yeah, but my whole agenda is I wanted to get out of the house because I was like not happening because I was cooking so much, cleaning the house so much, I was tired.
You didn't have time to sing.
I had no time for anything. I was just tired of just taking care
So
of the
you
house.
joined the
I said,
clubs
okay,
and
bye.
what happened? How did you become Sumukhi the comedian?
Sumukhi the comedian. So I moved to Bangalore because I liked.
So you
this
finished
boy
the
in
course?
Yeah, I finished the course.
Then
I liked a boy. I met him and I
What's
moved.
his name?
I can't tell.
Please. But sooner or later, as you get more famous, people will research your
Guys,
biography.
no. His name Sam. Anyway.
Okay,
listen.
give me half his name. So if his name is Anil, give me Anne.
So.
Santosh.
Okay, anyway, so I moved to Bangalore.
Come on.
Let me
Let's play our game. We have the time on the podcast.
Okay.
Santosh nahi hai?
No.
Somil.
No.
Samit.
No.
Sanil. Sahil. Sunil.
You're close, but like.
Sam? What?
Okay,
Say the name.
Okay, I'll give you a.
He's famous.
No, he's not famous, but
His name is famous.
name is famous.
So his
And it's a
namesake
sir.
is knighted.
No, so his name starts with a sir,
Oh.
and he's has a popular name. The most
Siraj.
common name in
Suraj.
the world.
Suraj?
No, sir.
Sir. Suresh.
No. Why this is Sir
Surinder.
Suresh? No, this.
Sarchin.
No.
Sachin. Sachin. You were saying Sachin.
Yeah.
What the hell happened? Anjali. She can sing.
Older women, I tell you.
Western classical.
So this guy, I moved from Chennai, Nagpur, Chennai, whatever. To
We
Bangalore.
wasted half an hour about Sachin. I just want to warn you. We have no time for you now. We have to end the show. It's all
Great.
because of you.
Sachin's
So
thanks.
you moved to
One more
Bangalore.
time.
Come on. Let's
I
hear
moved to
more.
Bangalore, and that's when I worked for a while. He, of course, him
Who's
and I
he?
didn't work out.
Sachin?
Yeah, Sachin and I didn't work out.
You went to Bangalore following him?
Yeah, because I was an idiot.
What an idiot. And
yeah,
then
what
he
an idiot.
He ditched you.
Of course
And you
he
found
did.
Wahida, thank God.
No, after that I found a job. Like I remember my first interview. No, it was my fourth job, but I really
Well, what
needed
were
money.
You didn't have a job and what were you doing in
No, I
Bangalore?
moved to Bangalore. I worked as a librarian.
Wow.
Then I worked
Like Conan.
in one of those uppity libraries.
What do you mean uppity?
Because it was very like,
The rich
can we
people.
get a touch and feel book for our 1-year-old kid?
Oh,
Like,
did
what-
you spit on that person? I hope you did.
I'm like, go to bloody pick up mud and go
What is a
put it
touch
on.
and feel book anyway?
So it's a book where felt is this like, honey, this is fur.
So I don't know what a 1-year-old kid, but if you're a 14-year-old boy, I know what a touch and feel book is. It's totally different experience. So how do you handle those people? This is
I was like, hi,
this must be fun for your stand-up, all this nonsense
Yeah,
you
I
went
said,
through.
welcome to Hippocampus. We're a library for 0 to 14 years old. We literally were a library for 0 to 14. A toddler can come in and pick up a
Yeah,
book. What is-
3-month-old.
Yeah!
I want a horror book.
Stupid.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the parents are also so weird. They came in with membership.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we have a baby now. Can we have a membership?
Aren't rich people the funniest? When you actually look at it, the really rich are really funny. Because they say the most absurd things.
Exactly.
No?
There's
Yeah.
a government library in Bangalore. No one
Nobody.
stepped in.
Not even the government.
Yeah, but this one had green color walls
Yeah.
with shelves which are expensive and books such a touch and feel.
And books
silly,
for
stupid
Teddy the
face.
toddler.
Yeah. And then
How my pig can fly.
who's that
Yeah.
woman with the fringe?
Um,
Dora the
Oh, I thought you meant Mamata Banerjee.
That-
For a second, where were you going with that?
Dora woman.
Dora the Explorer.
Yeah,
It doesn't even rhyme.
the
Technically,
more-
Explorer and Explorer, but I don't
She's
get into it.
unnecessarily happy. It's
Yeah,
not working
yeah,
out.
yeah,
I'm
God.
sorry. So I worked at
And
library.
who wants a kid like that who wants to wander around
Yeah,
all the time? I go mad.
exactly.
She stayed home. Yeah. And
That was Hippocampus. Then I moved on to work as a chef at ITC. I
Oh,
worked
that's
there
not
for a
bad.
bit. Yeah, because I was like, okay, I get back to food. And during ITC is when the whole ditching happened, and then I was unemployed for a bit. And then I found a job in a government lab, a food laboratory, a food and water safety lab. And which was a few months, and then I moved on to a German proper like a lab because I
A
didn't have
German
house.
lab during World War II.
Yeah, German food.
Come here, sit down. We will now remove the skin. Let's know more about you. Huh.
That interview was the best. Cyrus, I went in with a sheet. They're like, we are
Was it
interested.
Ku Klux Klan? What
This
did you
is
do
the
with the sheet?
one sheet which I took, and I said, sir, my rent is 12,000 in house, and my expenses is 12 more. I need 25,000 in this job. They're like, what if we give
What
you
about
more?
tax?
I'm like, I don't care.
was cash.
So I said 25,000 I want in hand because I didn't know this CCTV, this CC, what is that CCTV? No. What is that take home CTC and all? I didn't know. I said,
cost
I
to
want
company,
25,000 in my account. They're like, what if we give you more? I said, I don't care. Just give me 25.
What if we give you more?
Because it was
You're
a
the daughter
German.
of a chartered accountant, and this is the conversation you're having.
Because I was desperate.
God.
I just found a
And
house.
only the Germans can be so brutally honest.
Yeah.
They're lovely people,
And
let me
he
tell you.
liked me
I've been
so
to Germany.
much,
They don't know how to lie. They just brutally honest.
Because he was
we'll
so
give you more.
Because I said, see, 12,000 for my rent, 12,000 for me to not kill myself. I've just had a breakup. Please give me 25,000. He said, what do you mean kill myself? I'm like, I just went through heartbreak. What is this unnecessary question?
And he didn't get your comedy at all. That's also German.
He
With
was
a straight face, I will give you 30,000.
Yeah.
Because we can't afford to give you only 25.
Because he was very worried. He thought I'll like kill myself or something.
German
He's like,
guy?
30, yeah.
How
It was
sweet.
too
What was
funny.
his name? You should have married him.
Enrico Rule.
Enrico is not German, it's Italian.
Yeah, poor thing. He
was
got
an
into
Italian
trouble
border.
later.
Yeah. Surname was Rule, sounds Maharashtrian. This is a scam. There's a big scam going on. Huh.
So Enrico Rule was one of my first great bosses who was like, please take 30,000 and like don't kill yourself. So every time he met me in the office, are you okay? Is everything okay with you? Are you going to kill yourself? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I said, as long as I'm getting my 30,000, I'm fine with it. And I was a little upset because I went with an agenda for 25. I said, why are you patronizing me? I give me 30. I wanted 20.
So he didn't throw the Rule book at you. He was quite sweet that way. Ooh. Quick, we were running out of time. We need to talk about comedy.
So then-
Sumukhi was now a chef. And then after a chef, she was a German company. Then?
I was working at Food Lab. Then I used to do a bit of theatre in Chennai. That was just in school. In college. So I thought I'll go do I do theatre again. I do plays again. So which is why I was looking for theatre groups in Bangalore. And I found this Facebook post saying that we're looking for people for the improv, which I thought was a play. But it was not.
Which it sort of is.
Yeah, so I walked in and they said, okay, so we'll call 2 people, we'll give you a situation, you do whatever it is. I'm like, great, this is on some new stupid theatre game that these theatre people have come up with, saying that, let's find out about your innovation. That's when I got selected for that. Then they're like, so you know about the show and everything.
In Chennai?
This was in Bangalore.
In Bangalore. So there you did your first improv.
Yeah.
And then it moved from there.
It was because the whole ditching, dumping thing, I was like, I'll just do something to distract myself. One year I was horrible at it. Then after that, someone told me saying that, no, so okay, let's put the cat out of the bag. You're not funny. I'm like, man, I have no problems calling myself not funny. You don't call me not funny. That's not working for me. Then after that...
Have they found the body? Of that person? No, not yet.
No, because I was like, who are you? Tum kahan se aa gaye calling me not funny? Yeah. I'll call myself not funny.
The terrible thing about doing anything which is public-y is that everybody else can criticize you. I didn't like the show that day so well. I was like, I wish I could see what you did on Thursday at work. It's not fair.
It was not even public. Like, it was one of the team.
You did a solo comedy performance?
No, it was one of like
You've got a really small market. So you got to look a little bigger, a little broader.
So that's how comedy happened.
So in 2 minutes now, tell me how you landed in Bombay, how you became an internet sensation, how we landed up working with you on our IBN, what's the channel
CNN
called?
IBN.
Yeah, CNN IBN program. Come on.
I was... Sanjay Manaktala is one of the comics in Bangalore, recommended me to Varun Agrawal, who gave me my first YouTube video.
This is the guy who owns Laugh Canvas Factory.
No, Varun Agrawal is the guy who owns a Alma Mater, it's like a merchandise company in Bangalore. And he also has written a book. Okay. That was my first
video. There are
video.
many people who've written books. Then?
So that book was called Anu Auntie and the video was called Anu Auntie, which is my first big video.
So this, the Dadima that you play?
Yeah, which is like that's a Tamil version.
Thing?
Yeah, a Hindi version.
So your thing was out and then they married it to the brand?
Yeah, kind of.
What, cheaters? I thought it was the other way around. I thought that was a brand thing. So your already created character was then put into a brand integration. Yes. I get it.
So Anu Auntie then...
So you should be paid much more money for that because it's your character they've taken. Not they've given you a character and cast you.
I didn't know to prize myself. There also that one.
Your mother was a CA. Now I can't... What can I do?
So that's how I did YouTube. Sanjay also got me for the Maid video.
Right.
So these two were my videos that helped me place myself.
So where do we currently... How do we see Sumukhi Suresh, who's got her own brand of humor? Where do people come if they want to see you?
They come to my YouTube channel. So now I have a YouTube channel. I have a series running called Behti Naak, which is like a...
Behti?
It's called Behti Naak.
Okay.
So it's a 10-year-old girl. She's an obnoxious girl.
I can imagine obnoxious will be one of the qualities that would be there, yes.
Okay, and she's extremely her first instinct is a retort, which is Atma pe var.
Oh.
Like not even rude, like maybe a notch more. And the thing is, she has her nose keeps leaking all the time. So her name is Behti, her surname is Naak, but just it happens to be that.
And we all have these people in school and college, with the leaking nose, it never seems to go away.
Which is my youth.
And then they pretend to, cover it with the back of the hand and the front of the hand.
Yeah, that's what she
all
is.
that nonsense that they do.
But she's just very unnecessarily mean. But this is how kids are. I'm sorry, I agree
with you.
Kids are not like some amazing...
I hate kids. I love puppies, but I'm not a kid fan. If I look at a kid, I never get anything out of it. I always try. I say, find some, milk of human kindness. But when I look at a kid, if the mother's cute, I look at her and leave the kid. But otherwise, I just look at the kid and I say, God, no.
No?
I just don't get it.
Yeah, they're quite obnoxious. So that's me.
And they stare without blinking. They're evil.
But you like
Who stares
puppies?
without blinking?
But you like
I love puppies. I love all animals, actually.
But then I don't
if I make enough money, I'm just going to go live with animals. Huh?
Dogs are a little manipulative.
No. Please don't compare animals to human beings. I'll give you a lecture for 4 hours.
But then how do you not understand? Maybe they're manipulating you. Because whenever they want food, they're like...
I don't mind. I feel very safe with animals. You even put me in a cage with a tiger. It'll end fast, but I'll still feel happy. And so will he. Okay, listen, Sumukhi. Quickly, before we wrap up this whole thing, what's up now? You started comedy with the improv, but you've also done something with Naveen Richard. What is that?
So Naveen Richard and I have this live sketch show called Go Straight, Take Left, which is
Okay.
like a compilation of 7 sketches.
Okay, just 2 of you?
2 of us.
Okay.
So we're touring with this as much as we can across India. So we'd finished Bangalore, 2 shows. We've done
That's what I was
Chennai.
trying to ask you. So, is this ongoing? Can people come and see it?
Yeah, it's ongoing. In
So
fact,
where are you next?
Next is Delhi, 9th December.
Okay, and going forward to 2017, there'll be dates for this Going Straight, Take Left.
Yeah, Go Straight, Take Left on 28 Jan is happening in Bombay.
Right.
And then hopefully we're taking it in, I think in February or March.
Have your parents seen you on stage?
I've called them only for the improv.
Have they seen it?
Yeah.
What did they say to you?
It's nice.
It's nice. One said it's, the other one said nice.
My mom's like,
Did your mother start singing?
You know what my mother said?
What?
She said, people do this when, when uncle and aunties come and you say, give one poem, and now people are paying for it and coming. And I'm like, great explanation, mom.
So
Thanks.
they weren't that confident.
Yeah, my mother's like,
Has
"Yedikku
dad
they-"
started looking for a job again after seeing it?
No, my father enjoyed it. My mom's like, I don't understand. They come, they just look at you, you do things.
This
and
from a woman who's a CA who's selling religion with a big pot of coins. I mean, come on. Really. But they are supportive, obviously. Comic line is difficult to explain to older people generally. All right, before we wind up, so what's next?
What's next now? Go Straight is happening. I have a series. The Behti Naak series is continuing. I'm also starting one more character. She's called, what's she called? She's called
You're asking
Kiara.
me?
No, she's called Kiara.
Can I
but
Google it because I don't know.
So Kiara is this girl who, very sweet girl, young girl. She's very good at heart, but her political facts are misplaced. So when you give her she's very passionate about politics, but it's all misplaced.
Is she based on Alia Bhatt's few mistakes on?
No, I actually know someone like
Yeah.
that. She's very upset. She's like, she's like, I'm so upset that, Trump got elected. It's very like that. And she's like some local school, but she has a great accent. So that character I'm working. Plus, I also run this show called Disgust Me, which is like a disgusting comedy show only for women, and it's a secret private show. So I'm touring with that as well.
I would love to be that part of that show. Really would. I love the word disgust. But before we end, I want to ask you one last thing, which is, do you think men get a little intimidated by women like you who are confident and loud and, straight up?
Yeah, in a general audience or general
they
public?
do, no?
Absolutely.
They just, how can a
Yeah.
woman... I think many men are very sexist, whether they like it or not. And they just can't take a woman who can out-shout them, out-talk them.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't. That's why I come up to me
And talk
to
about
me.
things which are awkward.
Yeah, especially.
Like disgusting
But
me.
to be fair, disgust me if I'm performing, the men take it much better than the women.
You think so?
Yeah, because women are looking to be like, no, I cannot be looked at laughing something like this. But you put them together without a man around, they laugh
So
like crazy.
I take it in disgust me, you take on sexual stereotypes and all that.
No, I think my first half an hour is actually purely physical humor. Like bodily, what do we go through? Because there's so much that we actually do go through we've never addressed. And it's only last 15-20 minutes that I touch upon, sexual humor. Sexual humor is not as
Last
much as
15-20 minutes. My entire act is 7 minutes.
I'm doing a
fantastic.
45-minute set. Boom!
I do a 7-minute set 5 times.
Yeah,
And the
but-
client says 40 minutes, I say, okay, 6 times. That's how I do it. But I'm a CA by nature.
Yeah.
I can do the maths. All right, listen, before we let you go, Sumukhi, we have this thing called the AMAs.
Okay.
Okay, and where somebody else will come and ask you questions. So these are very torrid questions. You have to pay attention, answer them
God.
correctly.
Okay.
Sumukhi, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here comes me.
Hi, I'm May, and I'm a huge fan of the indie music scene in our country. A scene that's relatively underground, even though it sometimes speaks its head overground. But there's no shortage of talent, and I get the privilege of interviewing some of the most awesome musicians on my show. I've had the likes of Euphoria, Krish Kale, Hardcore, Randolph Correa. I've had singer-songwriters, folk singers, electronic music producers, playback singers, rappers, fusion artists, instrumentalists, classical musicians, and so on. Whether mainstream or not, these people have chosen to release their original music, and these are the people currently shaping the direction in which our music scene is heading. Join me on my show every Monday and tune in to discover the unique talent coming out of India today. You can catch Made in India on your favorite podcasting app or our very own IVM podcast app. If you have any questions for Cyrus, write to us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Or you can send an email to whatcyrussays@gmail.com.
All right, on the AMAs with May. May, you're a big fan?
I'm a huge fan of Sumukhi's. I'm like totally like fangirling right now.
Oh my God, stop it. Anyone knew.
Sumukhi, she really likes you. She's got your posters and all in her room.
I
And
have a small shrine.
Can you give me one? I never had a poster.
And it's amazing.
I made one.
She was so excited that you were coming. She
Like
was
a
jumping up and
vinyl
down.
print of
She
you.
did pull-ups on the fan. We put it on 3, so it's medium speed. Yeah, see the blood on her fingers? By the way, if you're listening, don't do this at home. Put the fan off.
Please don't do this at home.
Yeah.
So I really am a huge fan of yours. I think you're amazing.
Hey, thanks, man.
Getting
Think-
me
think about
friends.
May, she's
I wanna
very
be your
blunt.
friend.
She's very blunt, so she's very open that way in a good way. So you're
Yeah,
safe. Not
yeah.
like our typical Indians who
You
will
know,
tell you 10%
someone
of
says
what
you're
they
blunt.
feel.
then
Yeah, you're okay. You're
Blunt is a
decent.
good quality. In our country, it's a hugely
it is,
good
but
quality.
it doesn't mean like doesn't mean you're the opposite of sharp.
No, blunt. Like,
You know, it's really weird.
Okay, don't be a
Blunt.
philosopher.
I'm just
be you.
thinking. I'm
I'm
thinking
the
out loud,
philosopher.
guys. Thinking out loud.
Philosophy doesn't work
One
with
of
you.
those days.
This woman gives me
Friday.
nightmares.
It's gonna be Saturday and
Nightmares. Yeah, come on, will you ask her a question?
AMA.
Okay.
What are these
AMA.
questions? Oh my God, okay.
Okay,
The
so
tough ones.
Tough.
Don't look, don't cheat.
Don't
I'm just
cheat.
looking at her.
Okay.
I kiss you.
All right,
like
can we
kisses
stop
also.
this girl on girl action and talk?
Okay, so Auntie is making on Twitter. I don't know what that is. Oh, Auntie and Making on Twitter. That's such a
Sumukhi.
great handle.
English is a challenge for me. She's going to take some time with the question. Till then, do you want to do
Hey.
Panja or something so we
Yeah,
can kill
come on,
time?
let's do
Chalo,
this. You're
let's
gonna
go.
win, but Cyrus.
No,
yeah.
Panja.
Cyrus, I'm
Panja's
horrible.
wrist strength.
No, look at her.
I'm strong
Oh,
in
you
the
guys
shoulder
are
and chest
wrestling
area.
right
not so
now.
much.
She's going to watch. She's not
Can
going
you
to
ask a
Oh, sorry.
question?
Oh, sorry.
We're doing a
Forgot I
comic
was
thing
supposed to
here.
do something while
See,
I
our
was
comedy's not working at all.
Nothing
It's
at
a
all.
waste of time.
Clearly the-
She stopped everything to watch Panja.
She's like, what, guys? What is happening?
The greatest sport ever.
And I'm like, I've never heard Punjab.
May, will you ask a question?
I heard that dangle means to wrestle.
That's your question.
No,
What that
the
is?
question is that I didn't know that. I learned that yesterday.
That's a good thing.
Thanks.
Well, I'm going to do a film called Dangle in the Jungle. Based on the famous George Foreman experience with Muhammad Ali.
But
Okay,
what is
the question
In
is,
Kinshasa.
Cyrus,
Huh.
how do you know so much about Australia and New Zealand?
Before there was Google, before there was encyclopedias, before there was historical archives, there was me. And if you have any question on anything, just dial CYRUS 827714 and I shall answer. For example, ask me a question about anything.
That history of Bombay can elaborate is very interesting.
I will do this for you in less than 30 seconds.
Done.
But not now, of course. Moving on. So Australia, New Zealand, I think all cricket countries I know quite well because of cricket and radio. The beauty about radio, the old-fashioned radio growing up, is that we didn't have television experience in the 80s, Sumukhi, when daddy had a job in the old days. Yeah, sorry, was that too much? So back in the 80s, I was one of those boys who would keep the radio, that cheap little small transistor, keep it in the desk, and it was amazing because the teachers never picked it up. We'd have a hole in the desk. Our left ear would always be like this, and we'd be yes miss, yes miss, yes miss, yes miss. And then suddenly, supposing suddenly Gavaskar's out. Oh shit! Yes miss, yes miss, yes miss, yes miss, yes miss. And that went on. So New Zealand, I knew all the cities. Nobody else did
Because of cricket.
Who heard of Hamilton and places like that in bloody South Mumbai? It sounds like a name. Yeah, thanks to cricket. It's all cricket. It's all my love. My ex-love for cricket. Now I've moved on.
What are your thoughts about Ajit
Now I like
Agarkar?
kabaddi.
Really, right?
Are you mad?
Okay.
Men jumping on each other is not my thing.
What are your thoughts on Ajit Agarkar?
The model. Should have been a model. A very talented cricketer. Why do you know him?
No, I'm just
He's
generally
actually a
asking.
very good batsman. He started out as a batsman. Now I'm a real cricketer.
yeah?
This is a lecture. He started out as a batsman and then became a bowler.
Wasn't he
Amazing
like
story.
a
bit
really
Ashwin.
erratic bowler? Like sometimes
no,
he gives
he
you
wasn't.
nice 8 wickets and then sometimes 60
That's
runs.
not true. He was a decent player. He probably should have been given more chances. And he had a very good eye. Could have been a proper all-rounder. Got 100 at Lords.
Because I didn't
That's
know
more than
where
me.
Ajit Agarkar went. That's why I've always been curious. I'm like, where is he?
No,
What is happening?
he's now doing commentary on the net. He's doing well.
Then,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Any more questions, ladies, on cricket?
Yes, yes,
You
sir.
know. Aniket
Who's got the
Rao
biggest
says-
bat handle in cricket?
How was?
That's disgusting. It's part of
Shame on you.
That's your show called. What's your show
Sumukhi.
called?
Disgust
Sumukhi. Disgusting.
me.
What's it? Disgust,
Disgust
me.
me.
You want to check out her show? It's called Disgust Me. It's all about disgusting female secrets.
Oh my God, can I be a guest on that
You've got to
show?
go for that.
I'm
And she
doing
says the
it-
men
I
enjoy
am
it more
so
than the
disgusting.
women. And the men enjoy it more than the women.
Even though men are not allowed inside, the first time I tried it was with a bunch of men. They lost their head. They were so happy. They're like, this is too funny.
I want to come.
Done.
I'm
January,
very
I'm doing
good.
it in
I'm
Bombay.
basically, I drop, the line is when way below the line.
What does that mean?
It's like,
I could be, I could be like,
disgusting
Just
line.
nod in, except that you know what she's
I'm
saying.
saying below. I
think
could be
she's
far
crazy.
away. I
Yeah,
could
that's
be-
right. That's
the line is
right.
on my left. I'm
That's right.
walking
That's
straight
yes,
ahead.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ask me
Keep
one
your left ear
question.
down.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question. What is the most offensive joke you've ever heard?
Heard or told?
Ever told?
Or
was-
heard.
Or heard?
Okay, heard.
Whichever one comes to your mind first, so we
First
can.
one was when I said that I said I have a set on camping where I say that Adventure for me is when I see a baby being born in a hospital with the doctors having sterile gloves, but I was pulled with a pair of tongs in the kitchen. And then people like, who? I said, relax guys, it is not Haryana. They would have sent me back. They're like, no, 10 day cat policy is not there.
That's so good.
I love that joke, and everyone's like, I'm like, oh, men in the audience are upset.
Do it in Faridabad, see what happens.
So,
How about you?
Worst joke. I don't know about worst joke, but I know I think it was
Offensive, not worst.
one of the Navy balls in which I was Navy ball sounds terrible. one of the I think I said a joke which involved the usage of the word urine and susu, which is basically my Parsis in Hindi routine. Mm-hmm. And this one fairly high up official came backstage and was very angry. How can you talk like that? They're family members here and all that. I was like, my confidence level went down. I was like, we've got to fight the enemy. We can't handle susu. I'm a little worried. Yeah.
What about a bladder?
So it's not about the offensive. It's about there's always some person who gets offended for whatever reason. And you can't please everyone.
The other day I got a message on Facebook saying, hi, you are using words saying stupid. It bothers me. Can you remove the post? I'm like, who are you? What is this? So I blocked him. It's very weird.
But how do they have time to do that?
Exactly.
The word stupid?
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. But it's okay with which was the next one.
Insanely
But stupid was like, don't do that.
Don't
because
attack my mom. It's like that.
You're bringing down the intellectual capacity of the character. That was upsetting, not the moral issue of the sex with the maternal person. That was okay. See, people have different.
With the maternal person.
People have different issues, as far as I know.
Most amazing definition I've
Thank you
ever
very
heard.
much.
What is mother maternal person?
But I have a very simple solution for all comics, especially in India, because our country is always going to be left, right, clashing all the time. Just say sorry in the beginning and the end. It's a bit like marriage. With my wife, I've learned to say sorry every third word. And she says, shall we go out tonight? I'm like, sorry. And she's like, why? Last week we didn't go out. Sorry. Are we going to go next week? Sorry. And then she starts hitting me. So just keep using the same word. Yeah.
And then we should hang out with his wife. She sounds like fun.
My wife's actually, when she's in the good mood, is a very nice person. But she's Gemini, so I can't tell you. She's in Jaipur right now. What sign are you? I'm Leo.
Oh, I'm a Libran.
Oh, you're pretty liberal as far as I'm concerned. What are you?
We get along. Sagittarius.
Oh, if you were born in May, it would have been funny.
December, my birthday is coming.
Yeah, point noted.
Okay.
All right, and now time for a song. Carnatic vocal, so please stay a little away from whatever machine you have in front of you. Please go.
Sorry. Panchashat Pita Rupini Mampahi Shri Raja Rajeshwari Panchashat Pita Rupini.
What a paradox. Disgusting women sounds and then you do the song. Carnatic vocals.
Wow, man. You are
She's multifaceted, not like us or me.
I know, I'm so boring in comparison.
I'm
probably sing a Christmas carol or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And my Christmas carol will be like, I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus or something like that.
I have a big problem with Carnatic vocals because they spell it with a C.
I learned this in school, huh?
Which is like, for me, I mean, like, how can that be C and everything else be K? I mean, that from there only I have an issue. All right, thank you. Sumukhi, you've been wonderful. All the best to you. We'll see you on stage throughout January and the rest of the year with your disgusting experiences of being Sumukhi.
Cyrus, you're going to come on one of my shows, right?
As long as they don't pay, I'm in.
Cyrus, you're not paying.
Superb.
Yay!
I'll pay. It's okay.
Okay, catch us on any of the podcasting apps. Please, we beg you. We need you. If you have any questions, write to us online and you can mail us as well. We will answer. We have a doctor in the house called me.
And that's what Cyrus says.
All right. Balanced diet is very important. You need to have your vegetables, you need your protein, but you need your fruit. We've got geek fruit. Thrice a day, twice a day, 4 times a week, 7 times a year. Try and get it right. Geek Fruit will tell you what's happening in science fiction and much more. Go where no man has gone before and let them hold you by the hand. They're Geek Fruit. Check out new episodes on our IVM podcast apps. Happy listening, mother and fathers.
एक्सक्यूज मी भैया, एक्सक्यूज मी.
बोलिए मैडम.
मेन्यू में क्या है?
मेन्यू में सीन अनसीन है, पॉडकास्ट है, ऑन कोर्स है, साइरस सेज है, मेड इन इंडिया, रीडिस्कवरी प्रोजेक्ट, एम्पावरिंग सीरीज, सेक्स वैक्स है, आईवीएम लाइक्स है, सिंप्लीफाइड है, कीपिंग इट क्वियर है, थिंग्स एंड डेस्टिनेशंस है, माय नेबर सकरबर्ग है और द फैन गराज है. आपको क्या चाहिए?
एक बार रिपीट कर देंगे क्या?
रिपीट नहीं करता हम. आप जाओ ivmpodcast.com पे और सुनो ये सब, या फिर डाउनलोड करो उनका ऐप. सब आपकी उंगलियों पे.